All right, there she is. Ladies and gents, I have a Colorado work truck. It's crew cab, short box that recently I sold to a customer. So I'm gonna get it gas today. I'm gonna do a couple things. It's actually Tuesday, it's my day off, but now that I only live like 4 minutes away, it's awesome. I can come in, I can knock things out, just do my normal errands for the day. We're gonna take this, we're gonna fill it with gas. This is a work truck. Again, 4-door crew cab, so it seats 5. It's got the 5-foot 1-inch short box. It does have things like the locking tailgate, which is nice. It's part of a package. Has the easy lower lift tailgate, which is nice. People enjoy that. It does have your standard power equipment. It has power windows, has power locks. It does not have power mirrors, so you'd have to just manipulate that mirror with your hand. But realistically, once you set the mirror, you're pretty much good to go. It does have a power seat, which again is part of a package. You have a standard Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, cruise control, part of a package. It is a 4-wheel drive model, and I think it has a locking rear differential. It does, so that definitely helps you out in when you're in 2-wheel drive mode or in 4-wheel drive. That locking differential is going to mechanically lock the 2 rear wheels together if they sense any kind of slippage. When you get to like 19 miles an hour, that lock will then release and you're off and running. So it's just to kind of give the 2 wheels traction together to get you moving. Once you're moving, again, it'll release itself. MSRP $35,575. I just have to check the miles here so I can put that on the paperwork. Truck has 3 miles on it. Let me make sure and see if the gas tank was filled. I don't think it was yet. It's gonna do 1 full sweep and then it'll go to its actual amount. It is on E, so I definitely have to gas it up. I want to do all that, get it ready. Like I said, it's going later in the week. Now, I want to tell you the story behind this truck and just kind of get a little in depth about the purchase process with this particular client. This client originally was an internet lead. They came in on a Colorado ZR2, which I have here still. It's a loaded up ZR2 Bison edition. I did a video about this truck recently. It's awesome. It has all the off-road capability you could ever imagine. It's got the DSSV shocks in the suspension. It has the front locking differential, the rear locking differential. You got the different steel bumpers on the front, better approach angles. This way you can do some off-roading. Of course, it's a Bison, so it's fully loaded on the inside. You know, the leather interior, the heated seats, it has the heated steering wheel. It does have the wireless charging pad. You know, everything you can basically put in this truck is here. Not to mention, you get all the AEV equipment that comes with the Bison edition. So just a very fully equipped vehicle. MSRP on this truck is actually $53,515. Now, as you know from watching past videos, when I have a customer, I spend the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe a half hour, just going over what they came here to see, the vehicle they came to see. I don't prejudge their buying capability. I assume everyone can buy whatever they're looking at, and I just go right to the vehicle. So that's exactly what we did. Showed him the truck, went over everything. He fell in love with it. We test drove the truck, and then I told him when we test drove it, when you come back, because we don't go on test drives, that I'll answer any questions you may have. Came back, he had a couple questions about different things. I had asked if you're going to go off-roading and stuff like that. He said he's never going off-roading. He just likes the look of the truck, and he wants, you know, to have the most equipped Colorado money can buy. So at this point, he was basically ready to go. I said, all right, well, what we'll do is we'll go inside. We'll go over the price. We are selling at MSRP. There might be a rebate or two you qualify for. We'll add tax and fees, and we'll get you an out-the-door number. This way, you know exactly where your purchase price will be. I already found out in our conversation that he didn't have a trade or nothing like that. This was just going to be the vehicle he wants to buy. My client and I come back into the dealership. I offer him a coffee, drink of water. He didn't want anything. We sat down at my desk and we basically were going to start the process of pricing out the vehicle, right? So like I said outside, we're going to sell it to this gentleman at MSRP. MSRP was $52,435. Now in New Jersey, we have a whole bunch of state fees and taxes, and I'm actually going to include that in this so you can see, for example, what it would be like buying the vehicle in New Jersey. In fact, let's put it up on the screen. So again, $52,435 is the sale price for the car. Here at Schumacher Chevrolet, we do charge a documentation fee of $389. Let's just see how many comments today we can get about the $389. That brings our taxable amount to $52,824. In New Jersey, they're going to charge you $1.50 for each tire on the car, including the spare tire. So it's a total of $7.50. There is also a supplemental titling fee in New Jersey, which is 0.4% of the sale price if it's over $45,000. So $52,435 times 0.4% equals $209.74. For motor vehicle in the state, this weight class, I'm pretty sure it is $401. Now that's 4 years worth of plates. Sales tax in New Jersey, 6.625%. That's going to total out at $3,499.59. So your total before any kind of incentives is $60,441.42. He did qualify for the, well, everyone qualifies for the consumer cash, which is $500. He also had a competitive vehicle, so he qualified for the $750. After we subtract those two incentives, his total out the door cost is $59,191.42. After we totaled everything up, he was good to go. He was very interested, so I told him, I said, great. All we need you to do is bring us a bank check for $59,191.42, made payable to us at the dealer, or you can wire transfer the money in. I said, or you can bring cash. I was like, I'd rather you not bring almost $60,000 in cash, but you can do that as well. So which would you prefer? Do you want to wire it, or do you want to get us a bank check, or do you want to bring physical cash? His response to me was that, no, I can't buy this cash. I wanted to finance the vehicle. He went on to say that he wanted to finance and he can put a little bit of money down and that sort of thing. So I said, all right, well, let's see what we can do. We do have some banks that will lend you the money because we're a dealership. I'm not giving you money to buy this car, but maybe a third party will. A bank will give you the money that you need to buy this car that you're looking at. So we have to fill out a credit application. I'll take your license. We'll get everything that we need and we'll send it to the bank because they're going to make a risk assessment on whether or not they want to lend you the money that you're asking for. Now, beyond that, let's make sure this is a smart financial decision for you. Do you have any bank statements with you that we can kind of go over and just look at your bank history and see, what you spend your money on? Listen, you can log on my computer. Let's log on to your account and let's take a look. We open up his account. I'm going through it on the computer, looking at all the different things he's spending. And I noticed that every Friday out of the ATM machine, he's pulling out like $200 every Friday religiously. What's up with this $200? Where's this money going? And he said, every Friday night I go to the bar and I end up buying some drinks. I have some fun and I blow through that money every Friday night. And I'm like, oh, okay. Going down further, I'm also looking. I said, you do a lot of DoorDash. Every time you're doing DoorDash, you're spending $4, $5, $6 extra just because you're not willing to go pick up the food yourself and go get it. These aren't really good quality spending habits for somebody who wants to buy a Colorado ZR2. As I'm looking at this, I'm realizing I don't think this is a smart financial decision for him. I don't think I'm gonna let him buy this truck. We kind of move forward and in my mind now I'm battling. I'm saying, what do I want to be here? Do I want to be a car salesman or do I want to be a financial advisor? I don't know which way I want to go. And what I want to decide for this individual. What do I want him to buy this particular Colorado, or do I show him something else? Maybe something more that I feel he can afford. So I start talking to him about other things, other bills, other ambitions in life, his retirement accounts, his credit card bills, any upcoming vacations he has planned, his gambling habits, if he likes to frequent sporting events or plays, anything on Broadway. We spoke about the family. Does he have to take care of anybody? Does he have any dependents? I should probably look at your tax returns for the last 2 years just to really see where we're at. At this point in time, I sensed he started getting a little frustrated with me. I think he felt I was being a little too intrusive. He actually questioned me and he said, well, why are you asking me all these questions if the bank is the one that's going to lend me the money for the car? I'm paying the bank back. I'm not paying you back. And I kind of understood and I agreed with him and said, yeah, no, you're right. The bank may have a different mindset than I do. And they are the ones that are actually lending you the money. So I went back to my thought process there and said, maybe I should be more of the car salesman and less of the financial advisor, because really, is it any of my business what his entire financial profile looks like? He's an adult, he's coming in to buy a car, I assume he pays his bills. I assume, he thinks he can afford this if I give him the payments and the price and everything, based on what we're willing to do at the dealership, and then if the bank lends him the money, well, that's great. He'd get to buy a car. So I did in fact switch back over. I became a salesman and, we put him in that work truck instead.